I can't believe it. I am coming on to my 4th year at Real Broker now. I ran an independent brokerage for 13 years and it was fantastic. I've now been in the industry for 20 full years. And I gotta tell you, after this much time in the business, I've never been more excited, but I want to tell you why. I'm excited for myself because I position myself well, but I'm excited for the trajectory for which average agents, medium production agents, and then top performing agents can win in a completely different way. Today, I want to just walk you through something that may or may not have come across your plate, and it's why would you choose Real Broker to place your bets in terms of your real estate career. There are 3 key things I believe agents should be thinking about when they're trying to place their license somewhere for which they're going to run their real estate career. Brokerage of tomorrow, not just the brokerage of today, but the brokerage of tomorrow, because things are evolving so fast, I believe needs this first one, this key element, and that is more than a friendly face. See, I used to run an independent brokerage. A big part of what I sold was having the proximity to me, walk in the front door, join me at my office, and you can sit down and we can talk things through. That the broker, who was also the broker owner, had everything riding on whether these agents would come in that door, come in and sit down, provide advice, whether they are relevant or not. This was their huge value proposition, because that's about where the buck stops. When you're an independent or a local franchise owner, you have to be a friendly face. You generally have had a strong career in this business. But today, the agent of tomorrow needs more than a friendly face. Brokers are important, absolutely, but 95% of your life is not going to be on the phone talking with your broker. And as your trajectory grows and as you sustain yourself and grow in this business, you're going to be talking to your broker less and less and less. So this is where I want you guys to think about this. How much are you weighting this friendly local face to the trajectory and the balance of your future financials? I would suggest today that this is too large, that it's time to adjust things, because the agent of tomorrow is going to be needing that personalized broker support toolbox less and less and less. Because I know it, you know it, as agents get better in this business, their ability and their need to have that broker that you can walk into continues to get less and less and less. And we're seeing this all over the place. The second thing, we need a way to support with technology in this incredibly evolving world of AI and AGI and the things that are coming that are disrupting all workforces. Your local broker, your local independent, your local franchise owner, they are not able and they are not investing in, because we're watching the macro trends of all the major players in the world. There's only really 2 companies in the entire space that are investing in their own technology. And the goal for tomorrow's realtor, because the consumer of today and quickly tomorrow is going to be asking for more from us. Meaning, what tools do you have that are starting to enter my world, AI driven, that do you have at your disposal so you can do more for me? Because continuing will be the commission compression. Continuing will be consumers will believe over time that our value is less and less. So the tools that we have in our toolbox are going to become more important. Who can do this? It has to be one of the large publicly traded companies that has proven, like Real Broker, to invest in the foundational technology that as the world evolves, you can bolt onto. It's just fact. The rest are going away or will not be able to afford the changes that are coming to keep realtors in a place of power and ability to continue to stave off market shifts and industry trends. All right. The third one is an opportunity beyond your commissions. What we don't want to do, friends, is for the rest of our careers only think about how we can work for tips. And what I mean by tips is just that little sliver of commission that we earn for helping a client buy and sell. What I believe over time is that there's going to be a consolidation of services, vertical integration, meaning you need to be with a brokerage that is positioning themselves to consolidate services, to be that spot that consumers expect to make a nice, long-term, smooth transition and transaction when life happens. When you are able to serve them through mortgage, title, law firms, insurance, financial incentives, fintech, cash buyer situations, all of these things, you need a company that can position themselves so that you are the hub and you're able to offer a lot more than just the commission sales work. Maybe you don't see it yet, but the agent of tomorrow is going to have consolidated this. And the only way to do that is to be with a company that does this for you. All right, so those are 3 things that I believe a brokerage of tomorrow needs and why agents should be making these shifts today into companies. And what I'm talking about is Real Broker. Now, On the backs of some recent, stock market news, I wanted to wrap my head around to see what has it been like to be at Real Broker since Real Broker came to Canada. I was lucky enough to be a part on the launching wave when Real came to Canada in August 2021. So I am sitting here today recording this video basically on my 4-year anniversary, and it's been a ride. And what I want to talk to you guys about, what tangibly this ride actually has been. It is wild and it's a roller coaster, but I wanted to cut through all the noise so that you could see financially what you might be missing, or if you're with us already, what you already have and why. It's pretty powerful. So let me share you a few things. I'm going to go back to one slide. I believe the ability to create wealth within Real Broker is driven by 4 keys, okay? The first one is it's automatic. What I mean by this is it takes you out of the equation. A lot of us try to build our wealth, to save money, to put money aside, to slow down our extra spending. But the wealth building machine that Real Broker has, because of its share purchase plan and because of the gifts it gives for production, is automatic. All we have to do is follow along and it happens for us automatically. And I will show you what the math looks like in a minute. But automating your financial future is why a lot of us offload our nest eggs to stockbrokers and wealth managers so that they can just run the gauntlet for the next 20, 30 years before we are ready to retire. Well, Real is doing this for us. It takes you, which is usually the unfortunately biggest negative to the entire equation, out of the equation. Number 2, it's free. The word free gets us all, doesn't it? So by automatically using the share purchase plan and putting our own money aside and having it purchase stock for you, we are gifted free cash. We are gifted free money in the terms of more stock. So take our money, do it automatically, save up for my future. Fantastic. But while you do that, hey, I'll throw in a few free things as well. So you are given and you are gifted, because there's no payback required, free stuff. Share purchase plan, when you're saving, if you're an agent that is not quite capping, there's a bonus gifted for every dollar you save. If you're one of the stronger agents and you get past cap, the gift gets better. And not only that, to cap out, they're gifting us shares to cap. So again, incredible opportunity as you grow and grow and grow. And if you make a lot of money and you're one of the top producers in our industry, the top 3-4% in most markets, you are gifted what's called an elite bonus, which gets you up to $16,000 to $24,000 in extra stock, free. Amazing, right? So automate it, get stuff for free. The third one is leverage. I think this is one of the most underrated things. When you pick a brokerage, you're picking to be a butt in a seat. You're putting your license on somebody's brokerage, which means you're just a number, right? You're not part owner. You're never going to be part owner. If you are, there's not a lot left. There's a reason the word broke is in brokerage for most places, because there's not a lot left to go beyond paying a little salary to the broker themselves. But with us at Real right now, as I'm recording this, we're right around 30,000 agents. You have 30,000 other agents helping you, plus staff, trying to build this company, to grow this company, to drive income, to attract agents to the company, to bring on title services, to drive more income and revenue. All of this is driving towards supporting your free gifts, which are the stocks, and also all the automatic savings that you're putting away. You have 30,000 person army driving this forward. By the time I record this updated video, a year from now, it'll be 38, 40,000 people. 2 years from now, it'll be 50,000 people, all trying to work towards a higher share price for you, compounding the value across all of this. And then finally, sounds like this needs to be a big change, doesn't it? Well, it doesn't. Same means you don't have to change a damn thing, you guys. All of what I'm talking about, if you come across to Real and take part in our automatic share purchase plan, you keep selling the way you normally do, whether you cap or don't cap, whether you hit elite or you don't hit elite. All of this is you just are now licensed with us and you're doing the same thing you've ever done, which is sell houses, represent clients, and do what you do best. By doing the same thing you've always done, you will benefit from the 4 keys that I just talked about to driving for your future. And you will allow yourself to be a part of the brokerage of tomorrow, but today, with all the things I talked about here. So let's go over to what it would be like. I wanted to run an analysis on what it would be like if you were a capping agent, an $80,000 agent, and you were with us for 4 years. I had to go back, and you'll see here, I went through the chart, and this is the 5-year stock trend, and this is the 4 years since we've been in Canada. So for these 4 years, you can see it's been a wild ride. We've been a small market company, growing and growing. When we started back at this numbers when it was at $2 4 years ago, the company was 3,000 agents. We are now 10x the size, 10x. That is wild. And you can see the transition. The stock has gone up and down to get to this point. But this is the cool part. A lot of us think about stocks and you see the rise, you see the declines, you see the rise and the declines, but the power of stock as we build and sell throughout our career, the 5 years, the 10 years, the 15, the 20, the 25, the 30, for some of you listening still have this in front of you. It's the time average purchase plus the automation plus the free stuff for doing the same thing that we always did. So this is the wild ride that it's going on. So if you were an agent that makes $80,000 a year, I'm in Calgary, Alberta, this is about 7 deals a year, right? For the last 4 years, if that's all you did, right? And you use the share purchase plan plus the free gifts from the share purchase plan, plus the capping bonus that they just give you, boom, for hitting cap, and you didn't earn $1 after that. Based on this, you can see on the stock price here, you would be sitting with $42,000 in value of shares as of today. This would be extra cash that you wouldn't have had if you were at another brokerage. Maybe you'd save a few dollars yourself. Maybe you wouldn't spend all of your money. I have a feeling that that's not the case. Saving cash in today's economy with inflation, interest rates, all that is hard to do. If you're making $80,000 a year, you're doing okay. But now I'm telling you, 4 years in, you'd already have a nest egg of $42,000. What if you had another 16 years in your career and you had a full 20 years to go? And if you times this by 4, right, you'd be up and around the 180K range. And that would be assuming their share value didn't go up in the next 16 years. If it followed the typical trend, you would see this number double every 7 years, right? So you would be easily, I would assume, $500,000 richer, even if you're an $80,000 producer between now and the next 16 years, just by doing the same thing and being part of the technological wave. Like if that hasn't convinced you already as a $80,000 producer, well, let me ask you, if you're a $150,000 producer, what would this mean? Well, the graph is telling me now 4 years in, you would have $121,000 of share value today. That's a big number. A $150,000 earner does very well. But as we know, the more we start to make, the more we start to spend, and realtors are no different. If anything, we are worse. But you would be sitting with $121,000 right now in share value, in extra net worth, than if you just stayed where your friendly face was at, or your lower fee structure that you just said, hey, why would I need more? Well, again, let's say if you rode this out for another 15 to 20 years, this is easily going to be $750K or so, even if the share price doesn't do what a lot of us expect, which is have some pretty good uptick where there's going to be some tripling coming our way. If you're a $200,000 earner, you guys, and you've been with us for 4 years, this number skyrockets to $168,000, like the graph shows. If you're a $250K earner, it goes all the way up now to $213K you'd have in nest egg. Now, I did mention if you're an elite earner, meaning you do about 34 deals in the Calgary area or more, which is many of you that you listen to me and the ones that I have a chance to chat to, this agent already would have $360,000 in net worth just by doing what they always do, selling a lot of houses, letting the system automatically save, gift you free cash for the pre and post cap, as well as the production-based capping bonus. And then for these guys, that elite extra crown that they get on top allows them to be there. This number is easily north of $2 million when it comes to their retirement. So the question I have for you guys is, you look at this crazy stock graph and you might have seen, look, it's going down. Oh, whoa, I wish I was upon this roller coaster and it's going up, and it's going down, it's going up. I have time weighted all of this. If you look all the way over to my left, you can see that it hasn't been all roses. Some quarters it was $2 share price, some dollars it went to 1.7, sometimes it went all the way up to 5, then back to 4. That is not the point. It's the journey, it's the automation, it's the free stuff, it's doing what we should be doing anyways, but most of us never do. And you can see capital and earnings. And this is just, friends, 4 years in. I can tell you this number in the next 15 to 20 years, for those of you who jump on the train and we do this together and we're chugging down the tracks, are going to be much happier than those of you that stayed close to your friendly face. I hope this has helped you identify why Real Broker, maybe why Real Broker now. All analysts are telling us stocks are going up into the 6s, into the 7s pretty soon. So anyways, thanks for listening. If I can be helped, please just message me at Darren, Darren, at redlinerealestate.ca, or ping me on whatever social channel you found this on. If you're already at Real Broker and you found this valuable, share this to your friends and your colleagues, because we want more people, right? Those 30,000 person army driving into our company, benefiting from all the things I talked about. And I want to see you on the inside. Let's get our collaboration on together.